up. Well, I thought it was a great basketball game. I'm honestly happy for Brad. He's one of the real good guys in this business. A good friend who I think really does things the right way. And I admire his team and the way that they play and how he coaches so much. I told him that I wanted us to host this game if we could. So everybody thought we should and would be pulling for Illinois the other day, but yeah, I couldn't pull against Brad's team. I sat there watching it and didn't. I wanted both, and it couldn't happen. So this was just a great night for our program. I told our guys in the locker room that 38 minutes of even basketball. Then you flip a coin on who wins the game. And they made the plays to win it, and I'm not taking anything against it. But it doesn't mean they were better than us, or it wouldn't have meant we were better than them if we'd ended up winning at the end. We just they made some big threes. They go 10 for 21. I told our guys, and they'll probably remind me, if they make shots like that, we're probably not going to be able to beat them. But we got to take what the numbers give us, and we got to take away their drives. We got to take away their inside game, and make them make threes. And they made some really big ones. It seemed like, looking at it, I knew Harrison made some really big timely ones. But I'm so proud of our kids. Blake Jenkins played on. He's been here 5 years, redshirted on five conference championship teams, and J.J. Mann's been on 4 regular season, 3 NCAA tournament teams, now an NIT team. Drew Wendler came in and filled a real role for us, and. But I think this team and this NIT run did a whole lot for our school and for our basketball program going forward. And I really applaud our guys for looking at it that way, and not hanging their heads and saying they wish they were in an NCAA tournament and not showing up. So I'm lucky to coach that team.
Coach, you dominated the backboards. How do you?
Well, we're a lot bigger and stronger and jump higher than they do. My guess, when I looked at halftime and saw that we had 11 offensive rebounds, if we analyzed those 18, which I think they were hustle, long rebounds, deflected plays, they weren't our guys getting around them and them not boxing out. They probably did box out, and our bad shots clanked out there and got them. But it was about effort on our part, I felt like, and actually got us some kick-out threes in the first half, particularly in the first half. Got them scrambling around. They couldn't pick Drew Wendler up or JJ or somebody, and kicked it out and made threes. So I did tell our guys before the game, sometimes when we appear to be outmatched on the boards, which we do every time we play almost, but really outmatched, we end up more than holding our own, and our kids did it.
Rick, Craig hits those 2 threes.
Yeah.
You guys are up by 5, less than 4 minutes. Did something change? Did their defense change on you guys, or where you maybe had a more difficult time getting some of those shots?
I don't know how much it changed, but there's no question that at some point they're late. They just upped their pressure. They made it tough to complete passes. We tried to run a couple of sort of misdirection throwback plays, and Craig couldn't even deliver the pass because his man was all up in him. I made a couple of bad calls. I really felt like I hurt our team late. I called an out-of-bounds play, and it's just a little pop pass to Drew Wendler where he might be able to shoot a 6-footer, but he was going up against McDaniels, and why I would think he should try to shoot over McDaniels is crazy. That's a bad call on my part, and then he ends up double dribbling the basketball, and then we tried the backdoor play late when we were down, and we've got it a lot. It's a hard play to stop, and I couldn't see good enough to know why, but we led him too far and threw it out of bounds, and a couple of bad plays by the head coach. There's just no other way to put it.
They're late in the first half. The last 3-4 possessions, you guys really cut into the lead.
Yeah.
Was there a difference in the way your team approached halftime based on those last? I
don't know. I couldn't get up the elevator and get to the room in time to talk to him, so it's just a joke. I've never been in that situation, believe me. I think it gave us a boost. But You can ask Brad. You know, you got no explanation sometimes why your team comes out of halftime a certain way, and for all I knew, that could have made them mad, and they could have come out and got it. You know, it's a flip of the dice. Both teams wanted to win that game, and both teams played really hard. And I don't think either one of us could possibly fault the effort of our kids in that game today. I hope they win it all. Thanks.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks.